I just feel like I have a sense of control over a part of my game that I necessarily haven't felt as connected with in the past.
What's up, Disgenerates? I'm Jefferson, half the disc golf world, bringing some exclusive Big Germ content thanks to the Tour Down Under. And if you want to see the full Tapu press conference, check it over on the Patreon. For now, let's hear what Jeremy Koling had to say before the first tournament he'd be playing with his new MVP bag.
Every time I learn something new, I get to discover something else that I love about MVP that I didn't know yesterday. And I'm in a really rapid learning growth potential right now because I'm only 2 months in from the first box of discs that they sent me. And so this is all new to me. That being said, I feel pretty close to coming out with my preliminary in the bag video because I know it's going to change throughout the year as the courses change on tour and they get longer and more open. I'm going to have more drivers implemented in my bag. But right now, while I'm playing shorter, more technical courses, especially back home in Charlotte, my bag is very mid-range heavy, and I love it because it's truly, not hyperbole, my favorite mid-range lineup I've ever played with. And I I just feel like I have a sense of control over a part of my game that I necessarily haven't felt as connected with in the past. And it has nothing to do with, any of the brands I've been sponsored with. It's just I think MVP really hits the nail on the head with the way they design the discs. And a lot of the discs are a little bit flatter, which suits forehands anyways, and which is something that I'm recognizing, like, wow, the whole lineup really suits what I like to do. So it's really fun, but I'm still learning so much. Fans will come up to me and ask to sign a disc, and I'll look at the disc and I'll be like, what is that? And we get to talk about it and kind of, the word nerd is used a lot around MVP because there's the science and technology behind it that's a little bit different than other brands. But that's what I like to do. I like to nerd out with people about the details on things and really want to know what the ins and outs of things are in the business, whether it's disc golf discs or bags or carts or anything. And so this is a new thing to explore and learn, and it's got me really excited.
For those excited about the Switch, should be more excited that Big Germ decided to head down under to test out the 2-month-old discs. Apparently, this is the new thing to do, as Ezra Robinson, Robert Burge, and Aiden Scott had the same idea.
This is pretty rare for me to have some actual concentrated disc golf activity in January. This is off season for me still, so this is something a little bit unique, a little special. I try to really go hard those 8 months that I'm on tour, and those 4 months where I'm not quite on tour. It's a nice rest and recovery period for me, but that's just because I'm 39, and so maybe my schedule is not quite the same as it once was. 29-year-old Jeremy, 25-year-old Jeremy would have loved to had a full wraparound schedule because what else am I going to do besides play disc golf all year? I think it's amazing. I think it opens up a lot of opportunities. It gives people opportunities to travel, to meet new people. Really, to experience the culture in new places is the best thing about this. Disc golf is just the excuse. It's not really the most important thing, not for me at least. This is like, disc golf is incredible, and when I get on that course, I'm going to try to make every shot count. But being here and seeing the landscape and hearing the tuies and having the local cuisine and all that stuff, that's why I'm here. And I hope that that's the same reason why other players are here as well, is to kind of broaden their horizons and travel abroad and see something new. And so I think that with New Zealand disc golf and with the old Australia Open, those events really help make disc golf global. And I think that that's the coolest thing that we can do. I mean, I just want to bring disc golf to all corners of the globe and see kids in Africa and people in South America, like I just said a moment ago. Like, when we start seeing that grow, you're just going to see that love that we see when a new player picks up a disc for the first time and hits that perfect flight. And that perfect flight is the thing that still captivates me to this day. And seeing it in others, like, not necessarily even for myself anymore, but to see other people experience that for the first time and kind of live vicariously through that journey that they go on. That's what fuels me to do this still. But I just love what I'm seeing, and it's really, really awesome being back here.
I encourage you to check out the full coverage, and I'm not only saying that because I'm dying in bed sick as a dog. Instead, you guys can do what I did and cough your lungs out trying to survive. On that note, you can listen to the pros why the New Zealand disc golf experience was great and should be taken more seriously in the future.
I love this park. It's a great combination of distance, control, tricky pin placements. You got the technical woods on the final couple holes in the course that really keep you honest with your approach games. I mean, it might even be a top 10 course for me. I really enjoy this course. The hills, man, they really get your legs burning.
I would love to see like a pro tour event and come down here, or like a maybe like a major or something. That'd be so cool to have a major in Australia or New Zealand. I think a lot of it's kind of unexplored for the disc golf world. Not many people make their way down here, but like it has. I mean, you have courses like this.
It's tough. Very scoreable when the wind's down, but it is tough. There's a lot of OB challenges on every hole.
But it's a good combination of distance and accuracy, and that's what I always want. I don't want just one challenge. I want to challenge all the things, and maybe it's missing one big water carry away from being a top 5 course. You know, something like that is just, it's a great technical aspect of the course, but also the aesthetics that it brings.
Out here, most of the holes are straight lines. You know, you don't have that hyzer you can throw every single time. You can force a hyzer, but it won't get you as many birdies. And so really, it's challenging a different part of my game.
I really like the design. It's a little bit softer than what a lot of people would necessarily like, but I think there's always a little bit of wind, a little bit of breeze, shakes things up. And it's a course where all of the holes are easy enough that you want to birdie, but you can easily just go on a par streak or a birdie streak, you know?
Every hole is a fun shot to throw, and I don't think you have many courses where every shot's enjoyable.
I think it's a really shreddable course where you could make up a lot of strokes just because I could see a 14 or 15 down, and I could also see somebody shooting 2 down. Like that's just the type of course it is.
Top 12, I would think, of favorite places to play. Maybe even higher. I'd have to, work it all out. But yeah, I love it. It's definitely one of the top for me.
Just a lot of strategy you got to think about, and but I mean the views, can't beat it. Get in the forest, you got tuies singing at you. It's a beautiful place. I found OB a few times, but even with a few OBs, you're still able to put down good scores out here.
But we have some views of beautiful water areas around the tees, just not necessarily interacting with the holes themselves. But as far as next week with the Orchard, that course is big. A lot of drivers off the tee, a lot of placement shots, a lot of blind shots, the trees and the fig trees, and are there fig trees out there? The plum trees. They're going to create some crazy obstacles. So it's going to be a very tough challenge next week as well. But yeah, I love being out here, man. I'm really enjoying this place for one more round tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, that's what makes this week so fun, because, we get to experience the flavor of the country.
There's a bunch of us traveling here, and it's just such a fun group to go and explore all these things, and then tour down under, and yourself, of course, hooking us up with all these cool adventures.
All of the thrilling things that we did. I mean, we did a bunch of cliff jumping,
Swimming in the lake.
Yeah, jet boating.
Hot springs we went and did.
The bungee jumping was incredible.
We explored downtown.
It's been so much fun. I feel like I've lived more in New Zealand than I have ever.
I'm really happy that the group here is taking advantage of it. It just makes it easy for everybody to get some fun.
It's the same as America. Never eat fried chicken from a gas station. I think it's the same applies to New Zealand. So word to the wise, just don't do it. It's never good. It ends badly.
Thanks again to the Tour Down Under and Go Throw for getting the footage to share with all of you. This weekend is Disc East, and hopefully I'll still be alive for that. If you see me there, definitely say what's up. I'll also have plenty of merch if you've been eager to rep the disc golf world. See you guys there.